Welcome to the Marketing Revolution podcast. This is the underground movement of savage marketers from all over the world. We are not Fortune 500 companies. We are real entrepreneurs with real businesses that have one major thing in mind: to set goals and devour them daily. Because we understand that everyone wants to eat, but only savage marketers are willing to do the hunt. Now let's get this revolution started. Hey, what's up, everybody? John Hiley here with the Marketing Revolution podcast and the Marketing Savage Facebook group. Hope you guys are having an amazing day today. Just wanted to drop a podcast today because I was thinking about something that I really haven't talked about on this podcast before. And I want to say that in this day and age, I know somebody needs to hear this. If not, a lot of you need to hear this. And we're in a day and age right now where people begin to associate things such as, let me give you an example. People begin to associate things as trivial as how many people like a Facebook post with love. Okay. So we're at a day and age right now where people are confused. People actually confuse attention with love. And it's super important to, as a marketer, especially some of you guys who have listened to some of these podcasts in the past, and some of you folks who are a member of the Marketing Savage group, what we are dedicated, what we are absolutely 100% committed to as a marketing savage is to discover the truth. And the truth is, if you think that you're going to find love, which that's what most people are actually after, we're going to talk about that here in a moment. We're going to talk a little bit about unconditional love, and that's typically what most people are moving towards, regardless. But if you begin associating unconditional love, or let's just say love, with an actual Facebook post and how many people like that, you are going to be let down. You are going to be disappointed, and you are going to live a life that's going to be filled with pain, because that is a void that cannot be filled with something as trivial as a Facebook post. Or as social media in general. And what you guys got to remember is social media is designed to be addictive. And as a marketer, you've got to understand this. You've got to know this, because you don't want to fall in the very destructive habit of being a social media consumer. I want to, just like anything else, there's very good things to consume on social media. There is very good communities to be involved in inside of social media. So there's a lot of good there, but you've got to be able to separate the good from the bad. You've got to learn to be a producer. And that's what's so important about my mission here and the mission of the Marketing Savage Facebook group. I want to get your attention off of what your neighbor is doing down the street, or what this individual that you're digging up from high school is doing today. And I want you to begin shifting your energy and focusing your energy on things that are actually going to benefit you. But I also want you to unassociate the feeling of love from social media. The way that I look at it, it's data. It's all data. So if I put something out there at a certain time with a certain vibe, a certain like I talked about our Savage 7, if there's a certain part of my life or my personality or something that I throw out there and I do not get the response that I anticipated, then I just continuously adjust it until I get the response. But the response is not a feeling of people showing me love. The response is very scientific in nature. It's putting things together that people want to hear, people want to see, and delivering that in more of an entertainment venue than it is me seeking some sort of personal satisfaction. You've got to be able to disassociate that from Facebook. And today, I want to tell you, you need to step into the role of a creator, not a consumer. You are not a consumer of social media. You are a creator. It was designed to be very addictive. In fact, they have spent a lot of money, and I know this. I've known this for a long time. There's been some recent documentaries that have came out that has actually exposed the social media industry, but I knew a long time ago. Dan Kennedy was talking about a long time ago, who's a legendary marketer who does not even get on social media, and he was talking about a long time ago that they were creating this platform to be addictive, and they were hiring people from the casinos, from the gambling field that specialize in creating not only addictive machines, but addictive environments. Social media is exactly the same. Everything from when you pull out your phone, the expectancy of getting notifications, things to that nature. The problem is people actually begin to associate love with they confuse love or unconditional love with attention. Look, in business, we've discovered this with I've discovered this with many of my coaching clients. Most of the time, people are in pursuit of unconditional love, and most of the time it's something that they already have. I'll give you an example. I was talking to one of my coaching clients the other day, and I was asking him, we were talking about his goals, and I will continuously drill down and ask why. Like, I want to know why, not because I want to know why, but I want them to uncover why they are on pursuit of this certain thing. We'll talk about, okay, so one of my coaching clients wants a new house and a new car. Well, why do you want that? Well, because, it'd be great to have, and this and that, and I'll be able to, move my family there and blase, blase. Okay, now we're getting somewhere, right? Okay, so why do you want to move your family into this new home? You've already got a home that you live in right now. Well, I just feel that they deserve it, and this and that. I'm like, well, why do you feel that they're going to appreciate this, and that they're going to, we continuously dig down. I continuously ask why and why and why. And what it comes down to is that we're in pursuit of unconditional love. So what we really want is unconditional love from our family. What our family really wants from us is unconditional love. That's what us as human beings, we yearn for. And it's been said in many religions that God is a pure form of unconditional love. It's what we desire. It's what we move towards. And you'll actually find a lot of times when you're moving towards something that you're doing it for an unconditional love that you already have. Meaning that today your family loves you more than ever. Like today, you've already provided a roof over your family's head and they love you for that. Like today, you already drive an awesome car that gets you from point A to point B. And it's something that you dreamed about 5 years ago, right? Or let's just say you didn't even have a car 5 years ago. And today you actually have transportation and you're able to get your family where they need to go now. So what I don't talk to my clients about this to tell them that they shouldn't have dreams. The reason why I actually bring this to their attention is because I want them to have massive amounts of gratitude, and I want them to walk in gratitude now, today, knowing that they already have all of the things that they're in pursuit of. They already have all of these things right now. So this dream or this desire, which if you look at the Latin word of desire, it means from the Father. This thing that's already given to them from the Father, this desire is just something that they need to walk towards. They already have it in their life today. And if it's been given from the Father, I got plenty of fathers in here, right? All of you fathers in here, you love your children. You love your children to death. When you give your children a dream, would you do anything for your child? Would you do anything to help them get that dream, to help them accomplish that dream? Now, you might make them work for it because there's going to be a learning lesson there. But would you do anything if you instill a dream in your children? Would you do anything to help them get and receive that dream? You're fucking right, you would. And our God is a good father and will help us every step of the way, as long as we have faith and as long as we have purpose and as long as we get up and work towards this goal. It's going to be delivered each and every time. But the truth of the matter is, guys, the closer that we step into gratitude, the closer we step into unconditional love, the closer we step to that is the closer we get to the creator. I always imagine it like this. I always imagine it like this. When you're not grateful, you don't have gratitude over the things that you've already been given. The things that you already have, when you are not grateful for them anymore, you're almost like a little kid who gets something that they want or gets something that they desired. You're like a little kid who gets a new bicycle, but instead of being grateful for that new bicycle, they look up at their parents and they say, well, it's not this type of bicycle, or well, it's not, now I want something better. Now I want a little electrical bicycle. Now I want something else. You have to fall into gratitude, because I look at God, I look at the universe, I look at all of this as a power that looks down on us and looks at and gives us everything. And if we're not grateful for the things that we have, what does a parent do? If the kids aren't grateful for the things that the parent gives them, the parent is much more reluctant to give them anything else. Anything else. So, guys, fall into gratitude. Look deeper into why you do the things that you do. And if it falls towards unconditional love, the unconditional love of your children, the unconditional love of your family, just know that it's very likely that you already have that. And here's one of the worst things that can happen during this, right? So you got somebody who's on the pursuit of this massive goal, and it comes down to the point to where they're just looking for unconditional love of their family. But they're on the pursuit of this massive goal, and during that goal, they neglect their family. They neglect time with their kids. They neglect the quality time with their wife. And they're literally on search for something that they already have. But because they're in pursuit of this goal or this one thing, they actually push away the very thing that they're moving towards, which is unconditional love from the people that are around them. That's why I instill in each and every one of you. And when we talk about the M4, and if you guys are not aware of the M4, go back to the previous podcast or go to the Marketing Savage group and read about it. And that's why I instill that part of the M4 is creating moments with the people we love. Because at the end of the day and at the end of our life, nothing else is going to be flashing through our mind, our hearts, or our souls other than the beautiful moments that we spend with the people that we love. So that is one of the greatest investments that you can do. And if you combine that with gratitude, if you combine that with the knowing that you already have the unconditional love, and then you have the desire to move towards these goals, and that is given from the Father, and then you stay closer to the Father with gratitude, you will accomplish more than you could ever imagine. So stay with it, stick with the faith, guys. And as usual, stay savage. I'll see you on the next one.